Studio here now to talk a little bit about the Southside School District. It's the superintendent, Doris Bolender. Good morning.
Good morning,
Thanks
Jeff.
for coming on the air and talking with us this morning about the Southside School District at southsideschool.org. We'll put the information on the website and we post this. Tell us, for folks who may not be familiar with the district, kind of its geographic area, the amount of kids you have in it, things like that. First things first.
Thank you, Jeff. Well, we are, Southside School District is 115 years old this month in Shelton. So we are one of obviously the longest district here in Shelton. And we've had up to 5 generations of families attend Southside. We currently have about 215 students. Of those 215, about 115 are from the Southside area, and 100 more of our students actually opt into Southside. Southside is a great little district. We've actually just not too long ago got notified that we are the 4-time state academic achievement winner along with School of Distinction.
Wow.
And there's about 11 schools in the state of Washington that have accomplished that. So we're feeling
that's impressive.
Sounds like you guys are
Thank
doing
you.
well for
Yeah,
yourselves.
it is really amazing. And again, that's your Shelton Southside families that are creating that. So we appreciate all of the work that goes in that.
So what does that mean? What are the metrics they use to give you those awards? And I mean, how have you been able to maintain it over the last few years?
Well, it's a lot of hard work, I think, for everybody, and everybody's constantly seeking to have students achieve at that level. It is based on, it's the top 5% of the schools in the state of Washington, and it's part of it is taken off of your progress and your success on the state test.
Or like the SATs or something.
Or the state,
What do they call
like
it?
SBAC, SB, yeah.
When the tests when you're juniors, you take those tests. Are those the one, or what do you?
Those are some of the same tests. Now,
Okay.
ours are, they look at statewide, even though we're only a kindergarten through 7th grade district, but they still look at each of the levels to see how you're testing and compare.
Oh.
So they have like elementary, middle, where Southside Elementary is what we are officially called, kindergarten through 7th grade.
Okay.
So, but they look at the top 5% of K-12 actually. So
5 generations of families
That's-
through Southside. That's amazing.
That
It
really
is. It is. We're seeing a little bit of turnover in properties and, as they develop a little bit more, but Southside is obviously a very small community and a small part of Shelton. However, like I say, it is just a really nice location, a really nice community. And part of that is because the families have had so much buy-in and so much turnover there with generations. So
The big topic of conversation is school safety and things like that. How is it at Southside School District?
oh boy, that is a big topic, isn't it?
Everybody's
Today's
talking
just
about it.
one example. For Southside, yes, we do. In fact, the entire Mason County has been meeting with safety, with law enforcement, with our, fire departments, school district officials, bringing in experts, whether it's a Salem Kaiser group or, just from all over. I know our law enforcement also attend a lot of training, just as we do, as educators. In fact, we have a drill coming up, and it's an undisclosed date that we will actually do some of those, whether it's the lockdown drill or an active shooter drill, or, we do our monthly drills as well as some of these that'll be planned to just get as much practice so that students and staff can practice in a more similar to an emergency situation.
How's a parent engagement at Southside School District?
Well, that's a huge factor for Southside, obviously, with having that many students that their parents drive them in every day. So it's really, really fun. And the nice thing about being that small is you do get to know all of the families. So parent engagement, for example, we just cleared a lot next to us. Not a lot, but the remaining part of our lot. And part of that is safety, because you want to not have trees so close right there where people could run in and out of it. And
Oh yeah.
so clearing it out makes sense. But there's also a need for additional parking for not just for the school events, because we are packed house when we host some of our evening family events, whether it's a community festival or concerts, or, we have a talent show coming up. We have the birthday celebration and science fair coming up.
Yeah.
And we really do. We pack out, and then that impacts the community too, with cars having to park blocks away to, attend events. So, for a multitude of reasons, you make those decisions to open it up. But yes, we need for safety and for parking that we're making some of the adjustments to.
Good. Talk to me about this birthday celebration. So it's coming up on the 15th, coming up Thursday. The Southside birthday celebration and the science fair is happening. That's a big day then.
Yes, we have the, yes, that'll be exciting. It's really more serving the cake and honoring the folks in the area.
Yeah.
I think we did a celebration, yes, when I was first hired there. So for our 110th birthday, we also did a celebration. I mean, when you get to have that many years, you really do want to celebrate on the increments of it, especially when
absolutely.
it's been... Thank you. Been big with the community. So it'll be a birthday, and that is a time that a lot of people will come to the science fair anyway, because all of our students do participate, and then some go on to do the community science fair. So yeah, we're hoping, we'd really like to invite folks to attend and come in and, just again, revisit the school and see what it is. In the main building, there's pictures from all the way back to the beginning when the first school was in place.
Oh, wow.
So again, it's a nice historic, as well as, just like you say, a good community builder.
You get folks stopping you. Well, when I was at Southside,
all the
60
time.
years ago, 70 years ago.
And I love when the kids come in with their parents or their grandparents and go, okay, where are you at? And they're looking in the pictures. It's really
All the
cute.
pictures are up on the walls.
Like
from-
a museum almost.
Really?
That's amazing.
It is really, it's really cute. It's really fun to see. And our, Southside itself, there's never enough money in education to support everything that happens. And so we are very dependent on the levy. For the levy for us that's coming up in April is 26% of our budget.
Oh, wow.
So, the impact on that, and I think there was some confusion on this last one that we did in February. It did not pass, and that was that understanding that this is a replacement. It's not an addition. I know I received about 5 phone calls of people thinking that it was an addition, and it's not. It's a replacement.
Okay.
But with that, our community, besides all the support that we've had from the levy that have really kept all the positives going, we had our community members, our Booster Club members, and additional community members that came in and helped build our playground. We have a really nice playground facility there, and our community uses it. When I'm working in the summer, there's a lot of people that'll come up. There's a lot of dog walkers that'll come up, and luckily they're being responsible with their pets.
Thankfully.
They use the field. Southside itself for that area is the emergency evacuation site.
Okay.
And a helicopter can actually land on our field and be able to
Oh, wow.
airlift folks,
That's
and they
good.
have done that.
That's good
They have
to
done
have
that. We've even done it during the school day before, and we just, keep the area cleared.
Sure.
So it's used for a variety of purposes. In fact, I think every single week of the year, we pretty much have something going on that is non-school related. So it is a high community use for the area.
And that levy's coming up April
April
elections.
24th,
Okay.
which I will also add is our volunteer breakfast. So all of you volunteers for Southside, that's the date for our volunteer breakfast too.
Oh, yeah.
Really like that.
Very neat. Well, it's cool to get a better understanding of the Southside School District at southsideschool.org. It's out there, 161 Southeast Collier Road, and we'll put the links to all this on the interview when we post it, including the calendar, which talks about the birthday celebration coming up on Thursday at 5. In addition to that, the science fair in the gym. Doris, it was nice to meet you.
Thank you, Jeff. And can I add 2 more pieces?
Yes.
And that is, we have, because families will want to know, the May Day concert, which again is one of those traditions for a long time, is May 10th.
Okay.
And June 8th will be 4 to 7:30 is our Southside Community Festival.
Oh, fine.
And again, that's where a lot of community besides our families that attend.
When's the
Oh,
last
that'll
day of
be
school?
fun.
June 11th.
Not that anybody's counting, right?
No, actually, that's a little early for me, and I work year-round, so I'm always glad when the kids come by.
Very cool.
Very
Doris,
nice.
thanks for coming by.